Niccolò Machiavelli's The Prince stands as a timeless classic in political philosophy, offering a candid exploration of power, leadership, and the art of statecraft. Written in the early 16th century, the work has garnered both admiration and criticism for its pragmatic approach to politics. In this review, we will delve into the main ideas presented by Machiavelli, unraveling the layers of wisdom that continue to resonate through the centuries.
Before we dive in, if you find this content valuable, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below. It truly helps us grow. Now, let's get started.
The nature of power. Machiavelli's exploration of power in The Prince not only serves as the foundational theme but also unveils a nuanced understanding of its inherent complexities. For Machiavelli, power is not merely a desirable outcome, it is the paramount objective for rulers. He emphasizes that leaders should be unwaveringly focused on both acquiring and maintaining power, considering it their primary and unyielding concern. In adopting a realistic stance, Machiavelli diverges from conventional moral norms, asserting that the pursuit of power often demands amoral strategies. This unapologetic perspective underscores his belief that leaders must be pragmatic, willing to navigate the intricate web of politics with a cold-eyed understanding of the realpolitik. Machiavelli's assertion that rulers should employ whatever means necessary to secure their position reflects a stark departure from idealistic notions of leadership. In his pragmatic worldview, leaders are urged to transcend traditional moral boundaries, embracing the Machiavellian dictum that the end justifies the means. This unflinching commitment to the pursuit of power, regardless of moral constraints, characterizes Machiavelli's enduring contribution to the discourse on governance and politics. The ends justify the means. Machiavelli's advocacy of the ends justify the means in The Prince stands as a provocative and enduring aspect of his political philosophy. This dictum encapsulates his belief that leaders should be willing to transcend conventional moral boundaries when the overarching goal is the preservation of control and stability. In his pragmatic approach, Machiavelli contends that the exigencies of leadership demand a certain moral flexibility, where the greater good justifies actions that might otherwise be deemed unethical. Furthermore, Machiavelli's call for leaders to be pragmatic and adaptable underscores his recognition of the dynamic and unpredictable nature of politics. Leaders, in his view, must possess a versatile political toolkit, utilizing both virtue and vice strategically to navigate the intricate landscape of power. This pragmatic duality, where morality is subservient to the pursuit of political objectives, reflects Machiavelli's profound understanding of the pragmatic realities faced by rulers. While the notion that the ends justify the means has sparked moral debates over the centuries, Machiavelli's unapologetic stance endures as a bold assertion of the harsh realities inherent in the exercise of power. It challenges leaders to make difficult choices in the pursuit of stability and control, forcing us to grapple with the moral ambiguities that often accompany the wielding of political authority. Political realism. Machiavelli's concept of political realism in The Prince emerges as a timeless guide for leaders, encouraging a clear-eyed assessment of the political terrain. In his admonition to rulers, Machiavelli underscores the imperative of perceiving the political landscape as it truly exists, unclouded by wishful thinking or idealistic notions. This realistic approach challenges leaders to confront the often harsh and unpredictable realities of political life, recognizing that effective governance demands an unvarnished understanding of the prevailing circumstances. Moreover, Machiavelli's emphasis on adaptability and strategic acumen amplifies the significance of political realism. He contends that leaders must be nimble in their approach, acknowledging the ever-changing nature of politics. Astute observation of human behavior becomes a critical skill, allowing leaders to discern shifting alliances, potential conflicts, and emerging opportunities. Machiavelli's call for rulers to act in accordance with the dynamics of power reflects a keen awareness of the intricacies that define political relationships. In essence, political realism, as articulated by Machiavelli, serves as a pragmatic guide for leaders navigating the labyrinth of governance. By urging rulers to grasp the political landscape with unfiltered clarity and adapt their strategies accordingly, Machiavelli provides enduring insights into the art and science of effective leadership. This realistic perspective remains a valuable touchstone for leaders seeking to navigate the complexities of power dynamics with sagacity and strategic foresight, fortune and virtue. Machiavelli's exploration of the delicate interplay between fortune and virtue in The Prince provides a nuanced perspective on the factors influencing a leader's success in the realm of politics. Recognizing that fortune, representing external circumstances beyond an individual's control, is an inherent force, Machiavelli contends that a ruler's virtuous qualities and actions are equally pivotal in shaping their destiny. In Machiavelli's framework, a skillful leader is one who adeptly navigates the capricious nature of fortune. While external events may present both opportunities and challenges, the ruler's virtues become the compass guiding their decisions and actions. Machiavelli's emphasis on virtue underscores the importance of personal qualities such as wisdom, courage, and strategic acumen in influencing outcomes. By acknowledging the role of fortune, Machiavelli tempers the deterministic view of success, emphasizing that even the most virtuous leaders may encounter unforeseen circumstances. However, it is through the cultivation and application of virtue that a ruler can exert agency over their fate. This duality of fortune and virtue introduces a dynamic tension, challenging leaders to balance adaptability with a steadfast commitment to principled conduct. In essence, Machiavelli's exploration of fortune and virtue invites leaders to navigate the unpredictable currents of political life with a shrewd understanding of both external circumstances and the inherent qualities that shape effective leadership. This nuanced perspective encourages a holistic approach to governance, where virtue becomes the anchor in the ebb and flow of fortune, allowing skillful rulers to steer their course with wisdom and purpose. Effective leadership. Machiavelli's exploration of effective leadership in The Prince delves into the intricate dynamics of ruling, revealing a strategic approach that acknowledges the dualities inherent in wielding power. At the heart of his discourse is the delicate balance between cruelty and compassion, a dichotomy that, in Machiavelli's eyes, defines the essence of successful leadership. Machiavelli advocates for a leadership style that adapts to the exigencies of the political landscape, emphasizing the necessity of strength and assertiveness when circumstances demand. The author contends that rulers must be judicious in their display of compassion, cautioning against excessive kindness that could render them susceptible to exploitation. His pragmatic stance on leadership transcends conventional moral norms, proposing a nuanced understanding of the ruler's role. In Machiavelli's view, effective leaders must navigate the fine line between being feared and loved. While he acknowledges the appeal of being loved by subjects, he pragmatically asserts that fear is a more reliable instrument for maintaining control. His famous adage, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both," encapsulates the harsh realism underlying his counsel to rulers. This dictum reflects Machiavelli's belief that fear instills obedience and deters challenges, offering a more secure foundation for leadership. Moreover, Machiavelli's emphasis on fear is not an endorsement of tyrannical rule but rather a recognition of the political realities where a ruler's authority must be consolidated and protected. He contends that a leader should avoid actions that provoke widespread hatred but simultaneously should not shy away from making tough decisions that may instill fear among adversaries and subjects alike. By advocating for a balanced approach to leadership, Machiavelli acknowledges the dynamic and often perilous nature of political authority. Leaders, in his estimation, must possess the astuteness to discern when to exercise compassion and when to wield authority with an iron fist. This pragmatic understanding of effective leadership has left an indelible mark on political thought, challenging rulers to navigate the intricate web of power relations with a discerning and adaptive mindset. In conclusion, Machiavelli's discourse on effective leadership transcends simplistic notions of benevolence or ruthlessness. It is a nuanced and pragmatic exploration of the complexities inherent in wielding power. By advocating for a balance between cruelty and compassion, Machiavelli offers a timeless guide for leaders navigating the intricate terrain of governance, reminding them that success often lies in the ability to adapt their leadership style to the ever-shifting dynamics of politics. The Art of War. Machiavelli's profound exploration of the art of war in The Prince underscores the inseparable connection between military strategy and effective governance. Within the pages of his treatise, he not only acknowledges war as an intrinsic component of politics but elevates it to a pivotal role in the success or downfall of a ruler. For Machiavelli, a leader's mastery of military affairs is non-negotiable, serving as the linchpin for the preservation of their reign. Central to Machiavelli's military doctrine is the insistence on maintaining a formidable army. He argues that a ruler's strength is directly proportional to the might of their armed forces. This emphasis on military prowess is not merely an assertion of might for its own sake but a pragmatic acknowledgement that a well-defended state is better positioned to withstand external threats and internal dissent. Furthermore, Machiavelli delves into the strategic intricacies of alliances, recognizing the diplomatic dimensions of warfare. He contends that a ruler should navigate the complex web of alliances with sagacity, forging strategic partnerships that bolster their position and safeguard their interests. This shrewd understanding of alliances as a tool of statecraft reflects Machiavelli's nuanced approach to the multifaceted nature of power. In Machiavelli's eyes, a ruler who neglects the art of war jeopardizes the very foundations of their reign. This warning is not merely a caution against external aggression but an acknowledgement of the volatile nature of politics, where military strength acts as a deterrent and a means of preserving internal stability. Thus, the art of war, as expounded by Machiavelli, emerges as an integral facet of effective rulership, demanding a strategic vision that extends beyond the confines of the battlefield and permeates every aspect of political leadership, fortifications and armed forces. Machiavelli's military doctrine places significant emphasis on the symbiotic relationship between fortifications and a robust armed forces, constituting a formidable shield for a ruler's dominion. His counsel underscores the strategic imperative of maintaining a strong defense as an integral aspect of effective governance. Fortresses and a well-trained army, in Machiavelli's view, are indispensable instruments for securing the stability and longevity of a state. Machiavelli delves into meticulous details regarding the strategic deployment and administration of fortifications, recognizing them as strategic assets that deter external threats. The careful consideration of the geographical and tactical aspects of fortifications reflects his pragmatic approach to military affairs, where a ruler's preparedness and defensive capabilities are paramount. In advocating for a potent combination of fortified positions and a trained military, Machiavelli provides rulers with a blueprint for safeguarding their territories and navigating the complex realities of political power, adaptability and flexibility. Machiavelli's call for adaptability and flexibility in leadership reveals a keen understanding of the dynamic nature of politics. Recognizing the inevitability of change, he urges rulers to be agile in their decision-making processes. Whether confronted with internal dissent or external threats, a leader's capacity to adapt to evolving circumstances becomes a linchpin for effective governance. In Machiavelli's pragmatic worldview, adaptability is not a sign of weakness but a strategic imperative. Rulers must possess the foresight to anticipate shifts in the political landscape and the flexibility to recalibrate their strategies accordingly. This emphasis on adaptability aligns with his broader theme of political realism, where leaders are expected to navigate the complexities of power dynamics with astuteness and responsiveness. Ultimately, Machiavelli's advocacy for adaptability reinforces the notion that successful leadership requires more than a fixed set of principles. Instead, it demands a dynamic and responsive approach that aligns with the ever-changing currents of political reality, ensuring that decisions serve the best interests of the state, even in the face of unpredictability, controversies and criticisms. The Prince stands as a seminal work in political philosophy, yet its legacy is not devoid of controversy and criticism. Detractors assert that Machiavelli's perspective on morality and ethics is unduly cynical, encapsulating a Machiavellian worldview that seemingly justifies ruthless behavior in the pursuit of political gain. The accusation of cynicism arises from Machiavelli's advocacy for the pragmatic use of power, even if it means setting aside conventional moral norms. On the contrary, proponents argue that Machiavelli's realism offers a crucial and unvarnished lens through which to view the intricate tapestry of leadership. They contend that his insights, though stark, provide an invaluable understanding of the complexities inherent in governance. Rather than advocating for ruthlessness for its own sake, Machiavelli's realism is seen as a call for leaders to navigate the practical challenges of politics with a clear-eyed awareness of the often harsh realities they face. The controversies surrounding the Prince persist, sparking ongoing debates about the ethical boundaries of political conduct. Machiavelli's work, while divisive, remains a touchstone in discussions on leadership, forcing scholars, policymakers, and thinkers to grapple with the enduring questions it raises about the morality and pragmatism inherent in the pursuit and exercise of political power. Legacy and influence. The Prince stands as a timeless beacon, shaping the intellectual landscape across centuries. Its enduring influence reaches beyond Machiavelli's era, resonating in the works of subsequent philosophers like Thomas Hobbes. The exploration of authority and power initiated by Machiavelli continues to inspire political theorists, leaders, and strategists. His unapologetic scrutiny of governance's practicality cements his legacy, leaving an indomitable imprint on political thought. As an ever-relevant guide to the complexities of power dynamics, The Prince remains a cornerstone, challenging and informing discourse on leadership and governance.